Hey, you. If this is your first time joining me in 2026, Happy New Year. I have been doing our early morning series called The Daily Run, where I'm just breaking down small little smidgets of news, and I'm doing that daily, I think, so far. I don't know if I want to make that into a weekend thing just yet, but right now I'm trying to get up and do it. And yeah, so you've heard me say Happy New Year if you're listening to the Daily Run. But Happy New Year anyway. We made it. And guess what else? It is officially Unrivaled season. The wait is over, y'all. Now, before we get into matchups, because I got a whole thing about that coming out, I need to address the elephant in the room, per se. So I've been living in the comment section on the Substack this week and also in my DMs and also in my emails. So shout out to the day ones. Thank you. But as I'm going through these messages, I'm noticing a vibe. It's like, yeah, we're excited, but some of y'all are a little skeptical because a lot of you are diehard 5-on-5 fans, and I get it. You love the W, you love the college game, and you're looking at this 3-on-3 format and you are wondering, is this going to be for me or is this looks like chaos. So, what I chose to do today is pull 5 questions directly from the mailbag. Questions I know that at least 5 of you are thinking about right now, but if there's 5, then there's probably many more that are thinking it and are just too afraid to ask. So we gonna clear the air right now. First up, I got an email from Sarah in Chicago. Hey, Sarah. Well, Sarah, I love you for this, girl, because you kept it a whole buck. Sarah basically asked, is this just gonna look like glorified practice? I don't want to pay to watch warm-ups. Sarah, listen, girl, I hear you. We have seen the All-Star games where nobody breaks a sweat. But there is a difference here, and the difference is the bag. The bag. These women are playing for some of the highest salaries in women's sports history. They're playing for equity in this league. Nobody is jogging when that kind of ownership is on the line. Plus, you got to remember the court size. The court size is a 70 by 50, so it is compressed. It's not going to be a lot of jogging going on because this is a smaller court. Make it from end to end. You kind of have to run. There's no jogging back on defense. You're not going to be able to just slow down and catch your breath. It is a sprint, start to finish. Trust me, it's not a warm up. It's a track meet with a basketball. Next, I saw a comment from Hoops Lover 99 on the Substack, and they asked, does the game actually have a flow? Is it just going to be one person dribbling for 15 seconds while everybody else watches? Okay, so I think I get it. You're worried about hero ball. I get that. I get that. But here's the secret about Unrivaled's 3-on-3. You actually cannot just stand there and dribble. You can't play hero ball if you want to win. So in the WNBA, you can sometimes hide a player. You can hide them in the corner. In Unrivaled, there ain't nowhere to hide. There is no help side defense coming to save you. So if the offense stands still, the defense wins every time. So you're actually going to see more cutting, more pick and rolls, more movement than you do in a crowded 5-on-5 lane. Think, think Lexi Hull for the Indiana Fever. One thing that I noticed about her success on the Rose team last season was that Lexi Hall does not stand and wait for things to materialize. She is moving without the ball. And when she came back to the W, she was able to incorporate an awful lot of what she learned in Unrivaled into the W. But Lexi Hull is going to be successful again this year in Unrivaled because she knows how to move without the ball. So in essence, um, if you love high IQ basketball, you're actually gonna love the spacing in 3-on-3. Now, this third question, I got DMs about this question at least 5 times, but I'm gonna give you from the one person who I know will not mind me saying their name. Davina asked, please tell me the scoring isn't weird. Does a 3-pointer still count as a 3-pointer? Davina, you are speaking my language, girl. We all know the FIBA 3-on-3 has that weird 1 point and 2 points system, and that kind of hurts the shooters. But Unrivaled knows their audience. They know we are here to watch shooters shoot. They are not going to build a league around the best snipers in the world and then nerf their stats. Ain't gonna happen. The scoring rules are built to reward that deep ball. So, yes, the math is gonna math. Question number 4 comes from Tasha. Not me, Tasha. She, Tasha. You, Tasha. You know who you are, Tasha. Tasha said, the rosters look small. So what happens when players get tired? Do we just run out of bodies? Now, Tasha, by the way, beautiful name. Tasha, this is where the strategy gets fun. So I don't know how into hockey you are, but you would think like a hockey line change. 3-on-3 is anaerobic. That's what kind of exercise it is. It is short bursts of crazy intensity, like all of those hit workouts that you've been seeing when everybody wants to lose weight at the beginning of the year and then we forget about it by February. When they talk about those high intensity interval training, that is what 3-on-3 is. Short bursts, crazy intensity. So you are not going to pace yourself like you do in a 40-minute game. You will go 110% for like 90 seconds. Okay, these are elite athletes. They might can go 110% for 5 minutes. Then you get gassed and you sub out. You take a maybe 3-minute break, drink some water, and then you get back in there and give it another 5-minute stretch. These coaches understand that it makes the product on the floor better if all of your players have a full tank of gas, if that makes sense. So you have to have frequent substitutions, but the trade-off is you don't have tired legs, no sloppy fourth quarters, just straight energy, and trust me, after watching last season, they're going to need it. They're going to need it. And finally, a comment from Clark Effect 22. I see you. Okay, so Clark Effect 22 might have been being funny when they ask, but they did ask. I know it's supposed to be grittier, but I don't want to see anyone get hurt. Is it going to be a whistle fest? And look, this is a big one because it's about safety. And first and foremost, I think that safety is paramount to any league and any player. So here's the deal. The refs generally will let them play more in 3-on-3. We've seen it in FIBA 3-on-3. We've seen it in Olympic 3-on-3. They let them play a little bit more. You see some hand checking. You're going to see some contact in the paint. But also remember, these ladies are the best in the world. They know how to be physical without being dirty. Those two things are not interchangeable. Physicality and being dirty are two entirely different things. Full stop. And then also, because the court is compressed, it's shorter, you don't have time to pick up the same amount of speed. So you don't have those scary high speed collisions in transition like you would on a longer floor. You just don't. So you might think playoff intensity, but you don't think flagrant foul danger. And if you are thinking that, then you have an agenda. But I do appreciate the question. Clark Effect 22. So there you have it. Is Unrivaled different? Yes. But it is going to be so good, y'all. Now, if you want the full breakdown of who's playing who this opening day, I just dropped a massive post on Substack this morning. I had time, y'all. So listen, that post is 100% free. I want us all eating at the same table this Unrivaled season, so I'm not locking any of that information behind a wall right now. And I know some of you real ones have been in the DMs asking how you can support the show. So I did on the Substack turn on the pledge feature. So basically, it lets you say, I got you for the future, Tasha. You enter your info, but you don't get charged a dime because it just lets me know who's riding with me if I ever decide to flip the switch later. By later, it would be after Unrivaled. I don't know if I'm going to do it then. So, but if you want to support the vision, go hit that pledge button. If not, no worries. Just make sure you're subscribed so you get the emails. Now, if you want to put something in my pocket today, there's a link in the show notes for my coffee. I don't know what we call it, coffee page, coffee, whatever it is, coffee. You can donate to the show and get me coffee over there. That's one time thing. You don't have to make any pledges or you don't have to make any promises. If you have $4 today and you want to buy me a cup of coffee, you go over to coffee and you send me the $4 and trust and believe it's going on coffee. Also, catch up with me on the social medias and subscribe again to Substack and YouTube and all the places. Follow me on all the things. All of that is going to be in the show notes as well. I appreciate you for hanging out with me. See you in the next one. Peace.